Hey guys, Marisa at KitchenTableStamper.com. I've got a cute Sending Peppermint Kisses Christmas card for you. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas inside. Isn't it cute? I'm going to show you today how to use the Adorning Designs decorative masks and the blending brushes from Stampin' Up to stencil a background. We're going to make this card. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with our stenciling. I've got the new Adorning decorative masks. I've got several patterns in here. One's kind of like a gingerbread, and we've got the little four square, and then a peppermint stripe, and the snowflakes that we're going to use today. So let me slide the other masks to the side. Let me show you how I like to use these masks. Got the Stampin' Up small grid paper here. I'm just going to pop the grid paper down, and then my mask. Little piece of washi tape. I've got a retired Stampin' Up one, but any low-tack tape will do here. You can use a painter's tape, even like a low-tack masking tape. I like to use what's left from leftover projects. We're going to tape that to our small grid paper. Then I got a piece of old olive cardstock. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to lift my mask, pop my cardstock underneath. Make sure I like the design that's emerging and everything's lining up nicely. Got old olive ink and my blending brush. I'm just going to tap my blending brush, pick up ink. Then I'm going to start with a gentle pressure and a circular blending motion. And I'm going to work the ink into the mask. And I'm going to move over the area that I started with, picking up the excess ink off of the plastic. It won't absorb into the plastic, so we want to keep picking up the ink off the plastic and moving it inside the mask and onto the paper. And I'll start at the upper right corner and work my way out as much I can, just kind of checking the that the cutouts are getting darker. Now I'll pick up a little bit more ink, rotate, and then work from now what is the upper right corner again into these openings, picking up all the ink that might be left on the plastic. I'm just holding the stencil in place here as I go. And I'll swipe. Now, what we can do here is we can lift up very carefully. We can lift our mask, see if we like the effect that we've got. I think I want a little darker over here on this right side, so I'm gonna pick up a little bit more ink and sponge a bit more into these areas and lift and check. Pretty good. A little bit more into these areas and a little bit across the bottom here. All right, I like the effect that I got. What do you think? Isn't that cool? These decorative masks and blending brushes are a whole lot of fun. All right, let's take away the ink pad and do some stamping. Got a couple of basic white die cut shapes here. They are from the Scallop Contours die set. Got this pierced contour rectangle. It's the second largest one in the set. And then the third largest stitched scallop contour rectangle. Now, they're cut from basic white. And we're going to stamp our greetings with real red. We're using the Frosted Gingerbread Bundle. It's an 11-piece photopolymer stamp set. And the gingerbread dies, when you buy these two items together, you can save 10%. And they are perfectly coordinated. We're going to stamp the Sending Peppermint Kisses on the smaller rectangle, the one that's stitched, not pierced, in the bottom right corner. I love these fonts. They're so clean, but they're still kind of cute. And then inside, wishing you a Merry Christmas. Again, the bottom right corner, but a little bit high so we can add some embellishment. So pretty. All right, let's clear away the ink pad on the Stampin' Pierce mat. We're gonna get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and do some die cutting with our bundle. I've got basic white, cinnamon cider, and then some scraps of this peppermint pattern. It's got a gorgeous old olive stripe on the back. This is from the gingerbread and peppermint 6x6 designer series paper. So we're going to cut out our little peppermints and our cookies. You know me, I like to see how much I can put in each pass, but before I go to cut my icing details, I want some adhesive sheet on the back of my white cardstock. So Stampin' Up! Has these adhesive sheets. They're 6x12, and they're exactly what they sound like. They're full sheets of adhesive, and they make die cutting these little details so easy, and they make adhering them even easier. So I'm going to pick up the adhesive at the corner, and then you see it's scored, so it makes it easier for removing the adhesive backing. Makes it easy to size for smaller or larger projects. And I'm going to lay my basic white right on the adhesive, then burnish down, and then trim away. And all of this adhesive right here is great for another project. We'll put that aside. Release is going to come away, and now we've got this nice sticky cardstock. Got my little ornament cookie and my bell cookie, and then the details. Now I'm going to take a little scrap of my designer series paper, lay that on there, and we're going to cut out these 3 candies too, all in one pass. There's a little die from the set. I'll just lay it on there. And I'm going to grab some more of that low-tack tape. I want that to stay in place and cut out those candies nicely. We're going to have to run the candies a couple more times, but we'll get all of our cookies in just one pass. All right, here we go. Out the other side, and there's our peppermints and our cookies. And then the icing. Okay, let me run a couple more peppermints so we have decorations for this card, and I'll be right back. We can put it together. Okay, I'm back with our pieces. Now we're going to pop this little guy out of the die. I'm going to use my take your pick tool to just give it a push. And now I'm going to peel the adhesive, and you'll notice to peel the adhesive, I just push my thumb, the side of my thumb, against the edge, and the adhesive and cardstock pull apart. Then I'll peel this back as I go, and a big portion of the weeding will be done as you expose the adhesive. See? There's one piece left in there that we need to poke out. So not only does the adhesive sheet help make adhering these little details super easy, it also makes weeding them, getting the negative pieces out, so much easier. Now just burnish to adhere. Isn't that wonderful? All right, I'm going to do the other ornament the same way. Just give it a push out of the die, and then peel to weed and stick. And there it is, 2 perfectly iced little gingerbread cookies. Don't you wish it was that easy in real life? So cute. Got a piece of old olive cardstock here, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we're going to adhere our beautiful stenciled card front. I'm just going to use some multi-purpose liquid glue and pop that on centered, so I have a nice solid old olive color frame around our beautiful ink. And now our designer series paper, also from the gingerbread and peppermint. Don't you love this sweet? So we've used the masks and the bundle, the designer series paper now. And let's see, do we want it this way? I think so. These are 1 15/16. You could probably do 2 inches. I just had scraps that were that width by 3 1/4. Let's go ahead and glue those guys down. Notice they're the 2 sides of the same designer series paper. I hate gluing down the pretty side. This is the way to sold that. Yep, I like that placement. And then sending you peppermint kisses. Let's add our stitch scallop rectangle to the outside. This one's a little bit, just a tiny bit right of center. Leaving room for our cookie. Let's adhere the bell. Add that one. Don't cover your greeting. Cute. Now some of the little peppermints. I got these little starburst ones, these tiny ones. We're going to put mini dimensionals on the back of the little peppermints. And adhere the big guys first. I like odd numbers. Usually that's the rule. Odd numbers are pleasing to the eye, so we'll do 3 kind of up and away from our cookies. The larger, the medium, and then we'll put one of these cute little starburst patterns. And then another big guy, little multi-purpose liquid glue. Tuck it right in with our cookies. And then a little spiky guy. So cute. Oh, I forgot my ribbon. I don't know how I did that. I got my peppermint and gingerbread sweet embellishments right here. Oh, that's okay. This is easy enough to fix. We're going to take a couple of inches of ribbon, fold it over, trim it from the bolt, and we're going to kind of reverse tuck it in here. So I'm going to make it even a little bit shorter. We're going to use a few mini glue dots here. This is the easy way to do it. So we're going with the easy button. We're going to add a mini glue dot in our ribbon, on the tail of our ribbon, and then secure that loop. Then we're going to add a mini glue dot on the outside, flip on the outside. Now we're going to tuck that right in under this layer. So we're going to have to lift a little bit. If you were paying attention and you saw me miss that, make sure you put it on before you have to do any major lifting. There we go. Isn't that pretty? It's just a little textural detail that I love. Since we're decorating the outside, skip to embellishments. Let's grab these gingerbread and peppermint acrylic shapes. I'm going to take 2 little white dots from this one, and I'm going to add a little drop of multi-purpose liquid glue in the center of my large candy, and then in the center of my large candy. Then I'm going to drop that acrylic shape right on the glue. And just press, making sure that it makes good contact with the glue and the paper. Cute! So this one's got a little swirly bit in the center. This one's got a little white dot in the center. Now, inside. Let's work on the inside of the card. Got another big peppermint and another spiky peppermint. Let's go ahead and decorate our wishing you a Merry Christmas. I'm going to add a little multi-purpose liquid glue on the back of my peppermints and just add them under the greeting. Big guy, little guy. So cute. And let's pop that to the inside of our card with some multi-purpose liquid glue. And that's it. Isn't it pretty? Sending you peppermint kisses, wishing you a Merry Christmas. If you've got any question about the project, about the peppermint and gingerbread suite, if there's anything I can do to help you stay crafty, you can email Marisa at KitchenTableStamper.com. And to shop 24/7, buzz over to MarisaAlvarez.StampinUp.net. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.